against move. Come on, freak it out, the sensation. Body freak, generate the foundation. Yeah, a magical mystery fiend. Check it out, yeah, the hit house scene. Check one, check, 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 check one. Check, 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 check one. Check, check, check. Yeah, I come down right to the sun. Check one, check one. When I come, check one, check one. When I come, check one, check one. When I come down right to the sun.
Yo, what up, guys? What up? Welcome to the stream. We got a little bit of a discussion to do tonight. I don't have a bunch of time. It's already at 10:30, so I'll probably go until about 1 a.m. tonight. I gotta get off, get a couple of things ready, and I gotta get up in the morning. So, yeah, it's gonna be a pretty interesting discussion. Not gonna be long. I'm not gonna make this super long-winded, because it just doesn't really seem like it needs to be, but I thought it would be interesting to do this. So, especially for the DOA heads, the people that like DOA and still play, you know, given my knowledge of the series and the game, I thought it'd be a good time to talk about this, and it's pretty good timing too. So, yeah, let's jump into this. Alright, you guys got me here. Okay, cool. Let me move some of this stuff over. I want this here, get a window capture going on. I want to bring this music down actually super low too, to the point where it's really not even, you know. Have you tried Tatsunoko versus Capcom? I have not. I don't know what that is. What's that? Alright, I think this is what we got here. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, this is wrong. We'll get rid of this one. Don't know why that looks like that. I think this might be it here. Yeah, I think this might be good here. Yeah, this is good. Okay, cool. So we'll just trim that top part out. Doesn't need to be there. And we'll just go ahead and zoom in on this bad boy, I guess, right? Alright, so I wanted to do this and also have the game up as well. So that we can kind of refer to that. I'm a little rusty with DOA5 last round. It's been quite a while since I played this game, like on a level in which, you know, having a discussion about something like this would merit that. But yeah, we're gonna take some time. We're gonna talk about this, and I want to have the game capture up as well. So let me see if I can throw this on. DOA5 last round. Where is that at? Gonna have to be above this, and hopefully this works out. Is this the game? Okay, so the game is there. I'm trying to figure out where the hell this other one is on here. Oh, you know what? I think I know what happened. Hold on, let me see. Because I'm streaming on... yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. So we'll break this down a little smaller, and we'll kind of stick this somewhere where you guys can see it. Make this work out well here. This should work fine. Move it over a little more. It might not be even, but it's okay. Probably make it a little smaller. It doesn't need to be that big. It's just for reference. One second, guys. Let me open this bad boy up here. Yeah, it's gonna be saved as a video. My video editor is gonna get on it after it's done. So, yeah. I want to figure out a way that I can do this so that way it's not conflicting with something else. So maybe we can just make it smaller. Yeah, so we can just kind of stick this up here. That'll probably work out. That will probably work out. Yeah, this will work. Okay. Because I doesn't want it conflicting with the other thing, so that works. See if my controller works on this bad boy. Yes. What the hell? That thing was struggling to open just now. Turn the music off for this. Oh, no, the music doesn't have to be off. Music is good. Okay. Alright, so welcome to the stream. Welcome to the video, guys. We're going to be discussing some Dead or Alive 5 last round stuff. As you can see, Excalibur Blaze put out a new tier list so you guys can see who it is. We got Excalibur Blaze here. Shout outs to him. Go over a little bit of his accomplishments in the game after this so that you guys know that he knows what he's talking about. That's very important. There's a lot of people that will probably try to speak on... Let me go ahead and turn these alerts off too. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, man. How do I pause this? Okay, yeah. So, anyways, a lot of people would probably try to have a discussion based on a DOA tier list. I've seen a lot of people with no accomplishments that have never traveled for the game, that have never placed in the tournament, that don't know what they're talking about, try to talk about stuff when it comes to Dead or Alive. And it's cool to see somebody that actually knows what they're doing and has accolades. And, you know, these are the type of people that should be able to speak on stuff like this. I'm not discrediting anybody's opinion or anything like that. However, you can't really talk about the place or the strength of or weaknesses of characters, in my opinion, to the point where, like, you're kind of broadcasting out there like, all right, this character is just super busted. You have to understand what makes them busted. And the reason why it's different, Dead or Alive is not the type of game like Tekken, for example, where Tekken, you have just really, you got characters like Dragunov that are just really strong with certain stuff, like grapple game, you have to be able to break 1, 2, and 1+2 throws. You've got, you know, really strong plus frames on block, really strong plus frames on hit, really good lows. Situations and stuff where you can see, alright, well, this character's clearly broken or busted because of this. I mean, it's not even really up for debate. The thing about Dead or Alive is that it goes deeper than just what the characters possess on the outside. You have to break the game down to understand what they're doing and understand why it's good. For example, the ground game, and understanding that not all characters can take advantage of the ground game the same. Not all characters can maintain pressure, force tech you up off the floor, make you want to lay there, make you want to get up, give you a reason to do something. Because that's how Dead or Alive works. It's deeper than just playing the game and just looking at the tools of the characters. Some characters are really, really, really strong at one thing opposed to other characters, you know what I mean? But that still doesn't mean they're not viable because of the way the system in Dead or Alive works, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and talk about this. Again, it's not going to be super long-winded. I wanted to keep this one short-winded. In case you guys were curious, I have actually done tier lists with Excalibur Blaze in the past. If you guys want to go check out our final DOA 6 tier list, which I believe he said something about him maybe making an updated Dead or Alive 6 tier list, you guys can go check this out on YouTube. I've done other tier lists for DOA, obviously. So, once again, you know, shout out to Caliber Blades. And I thought that this was interesting because there's just not really a lot of information and a lot of stuff that people really talk about when it comes to this game anymore at this point. So we'll open up the character select screen here so I can kind of skim over some stuff and, you know, go into the lab and show you guys some stuff. Alright, so I want to actually turn the volume down for this game too. So hold on, let me turn this down because I can't really hear myself. Alright, cool, that's better. Alright, so we got the character select screen here. As you can see, I have all the characters unlocked in this game. You know, thank God that I actually had access to Mai before they actually took her away, because you guys know that there was a licensing thing with that. There was a certain amount of time that you had to buy the character. I believe that there's a way to, like, mod the character in the game. I'm not condoning that. Please, Team Ninja, Koei Tecmo, don't fucking strike my channel again, please. I'm begging you guys. However, I do have all the characters on here. The only character that I am missing is Naotora. But I really just don't think it's really worth going into detail talking about Naotora, because as you guys can see, if you look up over here, Naotora is bottom tier. She's ass. She's ass, okay? She can be kind of annoying, but that's really just a general DOA thing. Like, if a certain character hits you and does something, generally you're kind of playing the same game as everybody else, but Naotora's ass. So, and as you can see, who else is ass? Raido is also ass as well. So, shout out to the two ass characters in the game. Yeah. So, I'm definitely seeing, it looks pretty good. I mean, this tier list looks pretty good. I don't really have any complaints, I mean, really to be had here. I mean, you know, Excalibur Blades is probably one of the most, I want to say that him and Quiggle and maybe Rakuto. Those guys might be like the most decorated Dead or Alive players of all time. So, you know, if Excalibur Blaze is going to make a tier list, it's going to be accurate for the most part. Like, when it gets to the point of a tier list where you have certain characters that could have possibly been placed in a tier above or lower, or maybe in front of a character, that's the only complaints I'm going to have about this. But they're really more so personal, just what I think. And everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You know, being somebody who has played a lot of DOA5 last round, I've traveled to different states for this game. I went to Evo for this game. I've placed in top 8s for this game. I've placed in top 2 for this game. I've done a lot in Dead or Alive 5 last round. Like, this was my most competitive game. So I am familiar with the system, and I am familiar with the characters and their strengths and weaknesses. So with that said, I wanted to talk about Excalibur Blaze's tier list here and tell you guys what I think about it. Overall, looking at this tier list, it's very, very, very good. Like, looking at it and being like, all right, these characters are all in the right place. There aren't really any characters, in my opinion, that I would move to different tiers or change around. I think that everybody's in a really good spot. I've seen some comments on Twitter that I disagree with certain players saying, like, certain characters should be in certain places, and I don't really believe that, especially when you have characters like Ein and B tier. Like, Momiji's definitely a better character than Ein. I mean, that's not even up for debate. You can't say Momiji's not better than Ein. It's 100% the character's better than Ein. You definitely can't say that Hitomi's not better than Ein, because Hitomi's definitely better than Ein. She's got everything Ein has for the most part, minus just hitbox range. Like, the moves on her, the range on her moves are not going to cover as much ground as Ein's. Like, her back forward punch doesn't have the same hurtbox, or doesn't have the same hitbox rather, so it's not going to connect from a range that Ein's would, you know. So certain stuff like that is up for debate, but ultimately this tier list is pretty well put together. So starting from the top, you know, let's go ahead and talk about his placements and why I believe he put these characters there. Again, this is DOA5 last round, so it's, you know, I'm a little rusty at this point. The game is old. You know, I haven't competed in this game since 2018. I mean, it's been 6 years since I've competed in this game. It's been about that time since a lot of players, since Evo, a lot of players really didn't fuck with DOA5 last round anymore, because DOA6 was coming out. So, yeah, starting off from the top. As a matter of fact, let me make sure that I fix this, because I want to make sure that you guys on YouTube can see this, because I know that you guys probably can't see this. Why is this so big? Where is the game at? Hold on, guys. Window, I'm trying to find the game here so that way I can change the window on YouTube, because I know you guys can't see. Okay, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to put the game here. And as far as the tier list on YouTube goes, let me find a way to kind of make that work for you guys. So I know you guys can't see that at the moment. Let me see. I'll grab this from over here. And this needs to be on vertical too. No, not that. Damn it. This thing right here. How do I get that over there? All right. There we go. Nice. All right. Where is that at on this side? So we'll bring this here. We'll bring it above that. And then we'll make it. We can actually cut this one on YouTube, because we don't have a lot of room on YouTube. So we got to be very, very particular with what we're doing and what we're showing on here, because there's not a lot of room. So we can actually probably stick this bad boy. You guys will see this bigger on your screen. I know it doesn't look like it probably if you're watching on your TV or something, but you guys will definitely see this bigger on your screen, so it'll look different. Yeah, so hope you guys are doing well. We're going to jump into this. We're going to crack into this. Shout out to DOA. Shout out to Caliber Blaze. Shout out to everybody who has played this game and has invested their time into this game. I know it gets overlooked a lot. I know people kind of shit on us in the FGC as kind of like the fucking black sheep. But, you know, we have invested a very, very big portion of our lives into this game, at least in the past. I put hours. I put like 15,000 hours into this game. It's a Dead or Alive 5, DOA5 Ultimate. Last round, I've put at least 15,000 hours into those games right there. So, you know, it's cool to be able to talk about this game in 2024, because there's not really going to be a lot of scenarios where you're going to have discussions like this. So, hopefully you guys enjoy this. So, starting from the top, let me go ahead and click on the game here because I want to be able to move it. Starting from the top, you got Ryu Hayabusa, right? Hayabusa is good in every single game he's in. If you guys have never heard Master say this, Hayabusa is what they balance the game off of. They start with Hayabusa and they base everything else around this character. He is the character. It's fucking Ryu Hayabusa. It's Ninja Gaiden. You know what I mean? he is the star of this game. If you ever notice, Hayabusa's showing up all over the fucking place. He's always in somebody's cutscene. He's always doing some bullshit. There was a time in DOA5 Ultimate where Master found out that you can do an Azuna drop throw into another Azuna drop. Like, I've never seen no shit like that. Hayabusa is just super strong. I mean, we can talk for days and hours about why. He's got very high hold damage, pretty decent combo damage. His handstand is one of the most broken moves in fighting game history, in my opinion, because it's one of the only moves in history, in this game, in the series especially, that you don't have to deal with the neutral aspect of the game. If you guys watch Master play, if you go to his streams, you'll see him constantly rolling off the ground from disadvantage or starting the round from disadvantage. You guys ever notice how Master or really any good Hayabusa player always spams handstands? There's a reason behind that, because it's stupid. It's really, really strong to do that. So I wish that you could actually, damn, why is this not, oh man, what the fuck? I wish that you could, it sucks because I can't move this the way I want to. Maybe I have to, damn, I want the game to be visible. Hold on, guys, let me fix that. The game is not visible for y'all, and I don't know why. I can't really move it. So what I'll do is I'll just change the size of this. Hold on. This doesn't have to be that big, and as a matter of fact, we can probably do better with this. Yeah, we can probably do a little better with this. I'll just cut his tier list out, and then we'll do this. So, bam, bam, bam. We got this like that. That looks good over there. So then we can have more, and then I'll get rid of the, well, you know what? I can actually stretch that. Let me stretch this, and then we'll put the game in front of it. That works, I think. Awesome. Yeah, that works. Okay. So we'll just kind of work our way up the tier list, and then we'll put the game here. I think this is how we're going to do this, guys. Trying to structure a tier list and how you're going to do it every time is always kind of difficult. So, yeah, we'll just kind of go over each character and talk about them as we go. Couldn't you call us Caliber Blaze? I don't know if he's available right now. I don't really think he is. But either way, it doesn't really have to be done. So, yeah, Hayabusa, he's ridiculous. Like, he doesn't have to deal with 95% of the interactions in this game, and what I mean by that is that fucking handstand is one of the stupidest moves in the history of this game. It's always been stupid. The fact that you can just be negative and just never have to worry about holding or taking your turn properly, you can just handstand, fall to the ground, and get a wake-up kick, which in this game, wake-up kicks were way stronger, in my opinion, than they were in DOA6, just because of the way the system is in DOA6. There wasn't a break blow. You couldn't just counter wake-up kicks with a break blow. So, yeah, Hayabusa is really strong. I mean, he's very, very good. Not to mention, he's also a grappler. He has faster throws than most characters in a cast, while he's also doing strike speed shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's got a 10-frame jab. That's crazy that he's got a 10-frame jab and he's a grappler. And he's got all that other shit. Like, they made Hayabusa like this on purpose. He's going to be ridiculous. He's always been ridiculous. The worst version of Hayabusa's lifespan, in my opinion, was DOA5 Ultimate for some time. But he was still really strong. Definitely struggled, but he was still really strong. So Hayabusa's stupid. Genfu, I mean, like, anybody who's played DOA and they know anything about Genfu, you're going to know that because of the way he's designed and the way they put him in the game and the way his tools work, he's always been the same thing as Hayabusa. As far as, you know, just being super strong, Hayabusa is definitely different because he's one of the characters that has always really changed from game to game, in my opinion. Like, Hayabusa not being a grappler in the past and now being a grappler, that's huge. I mean, they did that with Hinoka as well, but making a character no longer just a strike-based character and making him a grappler out of nowhere is nasty work. So, yeah, Hayabusa has changed a lot, but he's also kind of been the same as far as strength. Genfu has not changed really at all. His combos have kind of always been the same. His speeds have always been the same. 11-frame mid as a male, which, as you guys know, in DOA, there's not a lot of male characters with 11-frame mid. You got Zack, you've got Genfu, and you've got Jan Li. You got 3 male characters, I'm not missing anybody, in this game here at least, that have 11-frame mids. That's very fast in a game where if you get stunned, you can die. You can potentially lose 50% of your life bar because you got stunned one time. We're talking about a character that also has one of the best high crush mids in the game with down forward punch. It's super strong, and the fact that he has multiple avenues to be able to stun you and leave you in a stun that you can't do anything out of. He's got the air grab that he can grab you, the gentleman catch, guaranteed kick afterwards where he's plus frames and you have to guess again. Down back punch being safe on hit, tracking, and also being a counter hit, really deep stun that you have to guess out of. You got to guess out of, you know what I mean? Bayman, I believe, has 11-frame jab. Yeah, he does. I mean mid punch, not jab. Is DOA similar to Tekken? DOA is more similar to Tekken 8 than it has ever been, but before that, I wouldn't really compare the two. Yeah, so moving on from Ginfu, Ginfu's really strong. And again, if I'm not covering everything here, it's just because it really just doesn't need to be done. What I'm explaining from the outside is enough for you guys to understand what makes these characters stupid. Like Ginfu, really fast, reset grab. He's got a reset grab, a quarter circle back throw. He's got a super launcher throw, a quarter circle forward throw. Some of the best tracking in the game. Back punch, forward punch being a natural combo on normal hit, and also tracking and being a mid. There's some shit in this game, I'm telling you guys. You've got Hayate, which in my opinion, as a person who has played Hayate and has competed with Hayate against some of the best players in the world, I believe Hayate does belong in S tier in this game. In DOA 6, I don't believe Hayate is an S tier character in my opinion, but I believe in this game he could be S tier. I would not put him in front of Christie. I don't know if this is Excalibur Blade's personal experience, because I know he fights Ninth Ward boss a lot, and I don't know how often he's fighting Christie these days, or I know he has fought Ninth Ward boss a lot, which is a very strong Hayate player, but I think that he's basing this probably off of Hayate's back punch. Hayate's back punch in this game is stupid. It's one of the best moves in the game. It's a mid. It's a normal hit lift stun, which is one of the best stuns in the game, meaning that whatever he hits you with next, you have to guess out of. There is no stagger escaping. It tracks, okay, and it also has follow-ups. So it's just got really, really, really stupid properties, you know what I'm saying? It's a really good move, and it high crushes. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's like the perfect move. The only takeaway from the move that makes it negative is that it's not super fast. I want to say it might be like 17 or 18 frames. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've looked at the data for this game, but it's not the fastest move in the game. Like, you can contest it very easily. The only problem is he has a 10 frame jab, so you can't just run him over. He's got the 10 frame jab, 12 frame mid, and then on top of it, he has this really, really, really strong back punch. So Hayate definitely can be an S tier. Back punch really is strong, and it is enough to put him there. But I just don't really see how he's above Christie. Christie is out of pocket in this fucking game. So talking about Christie, as you can see, she's number 4. Christie is one of the fastest characters in the game, arguably. 11 frame mid, 9 frame jab. Very good crushing abilities, very good tracking abilities. Reset throw with back throw. She's got an incredibly strong wall game. Very strong plus frames. And her mix-up game, to once she gets you stunned, it's like good luck. Like, once Christie stuns you, I mean, I have a soundbite for her.
Christie is a fucking crackhead. She literally snorted a line of coke.
There's a reason why I made that soundbite. Like, Christie is out of pocket. Like, I'm telling you guys. I don't want to say that Christie is an overall better character than Ginfu at all, because the only difference between the two characters is Ginfu is way easier to utilize, and the only difference is that he's got a 10 frame jab instead of a 9, but you really don't need that when you got one of the best mids in the game. You got one of the best forward punches in the game, and you're a male character, and you got great tracking and stuff like that. Hayabusa, without the speed, obviously, still number 1 in the game because of all the other stuff that I was saying. He doesn't have to play fucking neutral ever at any point in time, and there's really no real true way to counter the handstand. So, Christie is out of pocket. I mean, anybody who's played this game, and if you haven't played this game, understand that in Dead or Alive, speed rules. You will lose to speed. If you're playing a character like Tina, and you're not exceptional at holding, if your holding is not perfect, how are you going to beat a character that's going to beat you to every single punch? We're talking about a game that's based on counter hit stuns here. As soon as you get stunned, you ain't going to talk about Christie. You ain't going to say Christie's not going to stun you now. I mean, she's going to fucking stun you. It's Christie. So, yeah, Christie's up there. Tina is up here. Tina is very strong. Killy is the one who pretty much came out and showed the world how strong Tina is. Tina has exceptionally good stun game. If Tina stuns you, even though as slow as she is, she's got the 13 frame mid, 11 frame jab. She is a grappler character, which means that she's going to punish you super hard on guard. You got to play her differently. When you're playing a character that is slower to the punch, but has the ability to hit you, and when she does, you can die. She's got a throw on counter hit that does 40% with no execution really involved. It's really like a crouch dash and you hit back. There's shortcuts to doing the throw, but the thing about Tina, and the reason why I make a point of her throw, is because this is one of the only characters in the game that can stun launch or stun throw you, and it's devastating. Like, very, very, very devastating. You got a character like Ein who might hit you with a 3P and launch you after a stun, and he might get like, what, like 10%? And the throws, he's got Hokage, but that shit's not doing 40% on high counter. Like, Tina's grab does 40% on high counter. Meaning if she stuns you once and takes 10% and does the throw, you're halfway dead. Already. That could happen at the beginning of the game. There's not a lot of characters in this game that can do that. So yeah, Tina's super strong. You know, she's got really, really, really strong crushing ability. She's got the full crouch down forward punch, 3P, really, really strong counter hit launcher. Counter hit lift stun. I want to say in this game, did it stun on normal hit? It's been a while. I'm going to have to check that. It's been a while. I know in DOA6, if I'm not mistaken, the move didn't stun on normal hit. I want to say that the move didn't stun on normal hit in this game either, but I just want to go check because it's been a while since I fought Tina in this game, especially at that level. So I don't think it stunned on normal hit in this game. I think it was only counter hit if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yeah, so it didn't. But as you can see, if you do it in stun, you're gonna not that. You're gonna get how do you reset that? There it is. You're gonna get this crazy ass stun, and then you're fucking dead. So, yeah, this controller is trashed. I actually did down throw right there, and it gave me down forward throw. I wonder, man, it's so crazy how bad this controller has gotten. Man, that's so crazy. Yeah, so it doesn't stun normal in this game, but it really doesn't need to, I'm telling you guys. Most of the time, you're going to hit people with that move, especially, too, like 90% of the time is going to be like, you know, get ready, fight. Like, it's going to be at the beginning when everybody's trying to mash buttons. Think about how fucked up of a mind game that is. I got a high crush, meaning that if you're a 9-frame character, I don't care about that. You got to respect my while standing 3P or my full crouch 3P. And as soon as you start thinking that, then Tina's going to grab you in the beginning because what is your option? You can't hit her with a high. What are you going to do? You're going to do a mid, right? Then she's going to hold you. Her holds do a lot of damage. So she can create crazy mind games just because of the way she's designed as a character, you know? So after we, who else do we got on here? We got Lei Feng. Lei Feng is very strong. I am surprised to see Lei Feng up here in front of Rig. And the only reason why I'm surprised to see Lei Feng in front of Rig is simply just because of the tools that Rig has in this game. I don't think Lei Feng is bad by any means. I think she's very strong. She's got some of the best offensive holds in the game, pretty good damage, really good Oki. You cannot lay on the floor against her at all. Like, you're not going to do it. The only problem is, like, we're talking about this character here. Like, as you can see, on counter hit, it does this as well. But let's just say you get a stun, right, with Rig. Every time I do this to you, this is guaranteed. Every time I stun you. And then guess what? As soon as you try to guess this mid kick right here, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit you with the other one. Every single time. Every single time. You have to guess if he's going to do one of two sit-down stuns to you and kill you. And then guess what? You can hold if you want to. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you hold, you're going to die. I forget the combo. It's been so long since I played this game. I think it might be the old combo. I think this game has the old combo. Damn, this controller's so jacked up, but I think this might be like one of the max damage combos in this game. They changed all his combos up, and damn, this pad is so screwed. No wonder why I can't get grabs on this shit. Okay, so it was something like that. That's pretty much what he's doing in this game as far as combos. A little weird to time, but this is pretty much what he's gonna do. And it doesn't look like a lot of damage, but it adds up, especially when you got different properties depending on if they hold or not. And on top of that, it can give you some environmental damage, so that shit sucks as well. So, not to mention a couple more things just to talk about Rig. He's got really strong ground game in this game. His 1P is a one-hit force tech, meaning that if it lands, you don't have to hit him again. You don't got to guess again. You're either going to get teched up, and guess what? If you tech up, he's not even unsafe because he's got a follow-up to 1P. He's got 1PP. So, yeah, nah, I mean, Rig is strong. I'm really surprised to see him. I think that he's got that in this game, not DOA6. I'm really strong to see. Yeah, he's got that in this game. I'm really surprised to see that Lei Feng is in front of Rig. But I mean, again, this is the part in the tier list where, you know, again, like, not to say like you're going to disagree with somebody, but it can go either way. Like, again, Excalibur Blades is a better player than I am. He's won fucking millions of tournaments. But at this point, there's definitely still going to be times where people obviously base their tier list based off of personal experience, you know. Maybe he was clapping up Hoodless a lot in DOA5, so he really didn't feel like Rig needed to be in front of Lei Feng. Maybe he struggled with Terror Rock more, you know, because Terror Rock is a really strong Lei Feng player. I just don't believe that Lei Feng is a better character than Rig. It's my opinion. But they're toe-to-toe, you know, they're right there. Akira, I mean, fucking Java Curry Akira, you know what I mean? One of the best Akira players. You got Sly Bash, you got Destruction Bomb, of course. They'll show you why the character's strong. High damage, you got to have the execution. In my opinion, though, execution is not an excuse for a character to be busted. If you're busted, you're busted. Go learn the fucking execution. It's not impossible. If people are doing it, it means you can do it. You got people that down forward 2 perfect electric 85% of the time in Tekken. I don't know how they're doing it. Couldn't be me, but that's not an excuse. Just because something's hard to do doesn't mean it's not stupid. Doesn't mean that it matters, you know. He's got a guard break that you can't block. You'll die for it. Super high combo damage. I'm talking about 2 launches against an optimal Akira and you're dead. Reset throw situations, really strong throws, really strong punishment. His throws are good on danger zone, especially his forward grab is you can't tech yourself up if forward grabs you on danger zone, which was not banned in most tournament play. Really good high crushing abilities, really good parries. Akira he's fucking Akira. They weren't gonna let him get put in the game if he wasn't gonna be fucking strong. He's a poster child for Virtua Fighter, you know. So he's really. I want to say that he might be even stronger in this game than he might be. The only reason why I would say he's not stronger in this game than VF is because in VF, if I'm not mistaken, Akira is like a top 2 or top 3 character, whereas here, I agree with Caliber Blades, he's not better than Genfu. As strong as he is, he's not better than Genfu. Caliber Blades very, very strong with Mai, so I agree with his placement here. She's annoying. Whenever you got those characters that are 11 frame, 9 frame characters, they're always going to beat you to the punch for the most part. Yeah, I mean, Mai is fast. She's got really annoying strings. She's got really annoying normals. Her forward kick, that's probably why he put her here. It has some of the most ridiculous properties on a move I have ever seen. Her forward kick has got to be one of the most ridiculous moves in this game. It's got some of the craziest evasive properties. You can do like forward punch and do forward kick. The forward kick, the problem with her forward kick is that she jacks herself back when she does it. She like powers up backwards and kicks you in the fucking chest. Yeah, she's really strong, definitely. And it's fucking Mai. I mean, she's from King of Fighters. You know, she wasn't going to be in the game. She was going to be ass. You know, she's fast. She's fast. She's got pretty good damage output, pretty good Oki off the ground. And she's got, she didn't have the super launcher throw in this game, but she still had her forward grab, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that was her strongest throw in this game, but it did a pretty good amount of damage on high counter. So I see what the forward kick alone, I'm telling you guys, I know it doesn't seem like much, but the forward kick alone is strong. It's fucking obnoxious, actually. It's obnoxious. Next, we have Phase 4. Another 11 frame character, 9 frame character. She's fast, super hard to hold. She can mix you the fuck up anytime she wants to. Pretty good Oki off the ground. You know, she's a Kasumi clone, but in my opinion, in this game specifically, she's much stronger than Kasumi, which I think that he probably put Kasumi... Yep, Kasumi's below Phase in this game. Yeah, so I agree with that. I think the Phase is a stronger character, just off the strength that she's way more... It's way more devastating to get caught holding against Phase 4 in this game than Kasumi. I would say that maybe after the fucking jumping 2P nerf in DOA6 that Kasumi definitely overtook Phase 4 in that game. But in this game, Phase 4 was a stronger character than Kasumi. Explosion grab is the strongest. Yes. Okay, I knew there was another grab. So the throw that Mai does where she fucking explodes, like she fucking sets the bomb off, that's her strongest grab. I think it's quarter circle back throw, right? Elliot, you got Elliot up here. Caliber Blaze being probably the best Elliot player of all time. Elliot has, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I mean, it's not going to seem like much. Again, like I'm telling you guys, some of the stuff in this game that was strong, it doesn't seem like much. It doesn't seem devastating. But as soon as I can find Elliot, I'm going to show you why he probably placed his character here. Elliot has notoriously had bad tracking, even though he does have some tracking abilities. It's not the strongest. However, I think Elliot makes up for his weak tracking with strikes with his throws, because Elliot's throw is so fucking annoying to get hit by in this game. Getting hit by his quarter circle forward throw is super annoying, but it's not going to look like much, I'm telling you guys. But if you get hit by this move, you have to guess. It doesn't look like much. The reason being is because of the follow-up being a mid. If the follow-up was a high, it wouldn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? It wouldn't matter. Like, if this was a low high, it wouldn't matter as much as it being a low mid. And the reason why is because if this connects, especially in this game where there's no break hold, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You got to hold that or you're going to get lost. Do you want to get lost every time you get hit by an unreactable low? I don't. I don't want to get fucking launched, so I'm gonna hold. But what's gonna happen as soon as I do that shit? He has a combo in this game. What is it? Yeah, it might be that one. This is the one that I used to do. I don't know if this is max damage or not. This is not what I'm doing at all. This controller is so fucked up. Yeah, this controller is done. I cannot use this for... Like, Tekken it works for, but... Yeah, this is never gonna... I'm doing down, guys, and it's giving me down back. Or down forward. This shit is busted. It'll never work for DOA again, I think. Okay, so I think he's got that one right there, so that works. So yeah, I mean, he's got other max damage combos that are not that. But anyways, the down ace plus K in general, that notation for that move is down ace plus K or free plus K, whatever you want to call it. It's strong. There's not a lot of moves in the game that do this. You know what I'm saying? That do what this is doing simply by just existing. It's very, very, very strong. So that move alone is really, really crazy. And he's got other stuff as well. He's got the super launcher throw. He has 7P, which if I'm not mistaken is a 9-frame, so it makes him a 9-frame jabber, even though it's not a string. And it doesn't really go into much, but on counter hit, it's gonna stun you. And imagine Elliot is just always just throwing this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just throwing it out. He's just poking you in the fucking mouth with it, and it has the ability to stun you. So really strong. Let's see what we got here. So that's S tier. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. I mean, I don't see anyone that's not in S tier right now that I would put in there. I think that everybody that's in S tier belongs there. The only problem that I might have with it, from my opinion and my experience with the game, is Christie is definitely better than Hayate in my opinion, and Lei Feng is not. I don't think Lei Feng is better than Rig. Rig is stupid in this game. Like, you can't guess right. You're not gonna guess right. There's not a chance you're gonna guess right. I mean, it's fucking too strong. There's no break hold. There's no break hold. So yeah. Next up, you've got Helena over here, which this is a hard one for me because I just don't agree with Helena being an A tier. But again, this is Excalibur Blades' tier list, and he's one of the best Helena players of all time. So he knows the ins and outs of the character way better than I do from like a matchup experience. I don't play Helena. However, I know some of the matchup, obviously, from playing against her for fucking years and everybody using this bitch. But I just don't see how Helena is an A tier. I don't see how she's not right next to Elliot at the very least. Like, especially putting her next to Alpha, a character that doesn't have a wake-up kick. I mean, Alpha doesn't have a wake-up kick. She's strong. She's got 3 critical bursts, 9-frame jabs. She's fast, but she doesn't have a wake-up kick. She has to get up and guess every time. There is no option select. She's got to get up and guess every single time. Helena doesn't know how to do that. Like, I can't, not to say like that makes a big difference, but Helena, she's got 3-3P. I mean, 3-3P is one of the best mids in the game. I don't know. I think in DOA6 they changed this. Let me go check this, because again, it's been so long, but I hope that this doesn't do this in this game anymore, because maybe they put a patch out. I hope this don't stun on nobody. Please don't. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, so that was DOA4, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a version of DOA5, or I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I would feel inclined to. Wait, why do you guys not see the game on your end over here? Where the hell is it? It should be there. There's no signal on the stream. I don't know why it's doing that. It should be on. You guys should have the game on your end. You know what? Maybe I turned it off by mistake. Let me find it. Hold on. Which source is it? Hold on, guys. Sorry. Yeah, it's on. I don't know where it is. It's just not popping up when you guys is in. So let me try this instead. Let me do I'll do a window or a desktop capture. Let me do a desktop capture because I don't know why it's not working on there. But I'll do a screen capture specifically just for the YouTube stream. And I don't want this. What the hell? I don't want this on here. I only want that on there. Okay, cool. So I can finally move this. All right, I got you guys. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing everything properly by making sure you guys have the game in front of you and whatnot. Man, why is that like that? Why is that in such a weird aspect ratio? Whatever. It'll work. Move this down, screen capture. We'll move this below. We'll move this below everything else. I want to make sure you guys can see the tier list thing so you guys know why I'm talking about this stuff here. Almost there, guys. Sorry. Trying to secure this. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool. So, yeah, nah. I don't particularly agree with Helena being in A tier. I think that she's definitely an S tier character, especially if you're gonna go out of your way to put like Hayate and Mai in S tier. Helena is out of line, bro. She can beat you by just hitting you once, and you can potentially have to guess for the rest of the round. And she's got insane Oki and ground game. It's really strong. Alpha, you know, she doesn't have a wake-up kick, meaning that when you knock her down, she can't play defense. Like, you know, on Tekken or games, people have special wake-ups and stuff like that. She cannot do that. So, because of that, it makes her have to get up and guard or have to get up and mash or parry. If I throw you, it's going to beat your guard, it's going to beat your parry. If I attack you, you can guard, obviously, but if I try to throw you, you can attack. So that's how DOA works. She literally has to get up and deal with a 50-50 every time. I think that she's annoying. She's got 3 critical bursts, which would definitely make her strong. And she's fast. She's got very high damage output. Her up back kick is one of the most annoying fucking things. She's got some annoying strings, like that low kick string. I think it's down H plus K or something. She's strong. She's very strong. And I think that she should go in A tier for sure. She's annoying. You got Ayane, which in this game, Ayane, in DOA6, Ayane is definitely S tier because of her ability to be able to just juggle every character in the game, no matter what weight class they are, exactly the same. Quick launching in DOA6 is different than it is here. DOA6, you get a stun and launch, you're getting the max height every time outside of a fatal stun, right? In this game, you get a stun and launch, you ain't getting shit. You're gonna get about 10% every time. You're gonna have to launch somebody about 8-9 times to kill them in this game. You gotta do that in DOA6. You stun somebody once in DOA6, they gotta guess every fucking time, you know? So Ayane couldn't do that in this game. Not saying it makes her weak. As you can see, he put her in A tier, which I agree with. But she's stronger in 6 for sure. So I think that she belongs in A tier. She's got pretty good high crushing ability, pretty good tracking. She's got some reset throw situations. She's not the fastest character in the game. She definitely has some bad matchups if she can't get away from you. I feel like faster characters that play in her face a lot. If you're not good at holding with Ayane, she's got some strong advance holds. But I think that she's a very strong, overall, very, very balanced character, so I agree with her being an A tier. She reminds me a lot of Hayate in this game because she has the ability to play a very strong keep out, really good mid-screen game, and she has the ability to play up close as well because she's not, you know, detrimentally slow. So, next up, he put Sarah Bryant from Virtua Fighter. Sarah's very strong. I don't think she's S tier. I agree that she's not on the tier with anybody else up there. She's one of those characters that it depends on the player. You got Killy, really strong Sarah player. He's probably the Sarah player. I don't really think anybody else is on his level. There were other people that tried to use Sarah that, in my opinion, were not doing what he was doing with this character at all. Not to say they were bad, but they were just not doing shit like Killy was. So he really showcased this character for her strengths and what she really was. Good stun game, good frame traps. Obviously, she's a Virtua Fighter character, so her frame traps are very strong. She's got like hit throws she can do to you on guard. Like if you guard a hit, she'll grab you. Like that shit's strong. 11 frame mid, 10 frame jab, if I'm not mistaken. It's fastest strike types in the game because she's a female character, which again, not every female character has those speeds, but it's generally the female characters that have both. I don't know, other than Zack maybe in a DOA game, from what I understand, he had an 11 frame and a 9 frame, but that's not really done in DOA. Like usually it's the female characters that have both of those speed attacks. So yeah, no, I mean, Sarah is good. She's very good, very strong mix-up ability. But I just don't really see anything there that makes her just absolutely busted. She's just very strong. Like, she doesn't have, like, a Hayate back punch that just beats everything. She doesn't have, like, annoying Christie speed and annoying Christie, I really don't want to hold against this character either against the wall type stuff, you know? She's good, though. I'd say like, this is the thing about A tier guys, especially in fighting, Dead or Alive or any other fighting game. I think we can all agree that anyone who's in like the upper part of A tier could potentially be at the bottom of S tier, you know? Sarah could be an S tier character at the very bottom. Helena could be as well. Like you got Jackie. I think Jackie is very underexplored. Hoodless will beat your fucking ass with him and show you why that character is really frustrating to fight. But the top of A tier generally, or the top of the tier under the God tier, as you would call it, is generally characters that could be in there. So after Sarah, we've got Pai-chan, which, you got guys at Codemaster that really showed the strength of Pai when he was playing his little online matches and shit like that. You never really knew for the tournaments. But Pai-chan, another very fast character, very strong striking character. She's got a 9 and an 11 frame, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I know she's got an 11 frame mid, and I'm pretty sure she's got a 9 frame jab. A lot of guaranteed situations, a lot of really strong reset situations. The thing about Pai that I will not be able to put her in S tier, and I think that she belongs here, is because she has everything. The only thing she's missing, from my knowledge and remembering the game, is that Pai had to hit you a lot to kill you. She doesn't do a whole bunch of damage. Pai's damage output, not trash by any means, but it's definitely not as strong as some of the other characters in the game, like not even a little bit. Pai-chan is not doing any damage, and I think that's the reason why he probably put her there. So, but she's fucking, don't listen. Don't fight a good Pai player, she'll bust your ass. You got Jackie. We talked about Jackie briefly. Virtual fighter character, just like Pai, so he's got the frame traps. He's got the really janky natural combos in certain scenarios. He's got some lows that are very strong that I feel like people don't give enough credit for. Like Jackie's down back H plus K, down back K plus G of Virtual Fighter. It's a little tracking low sweep that if it hits you, you're in a 50-50 every time. That's very strong. It's an unreactable low that tracks. Unreactable low that tracks. And you have to guess, meaning that the thing about Dead or Alive that's so scary opposed to games like Tekken, because you can break throws in Tekken, is if you get thrown in this game and it's in a 50-50 situation, which there's only so many true, real legitimate 50-50 situations. Like when you get guard broken in Dead or Alive, if you're at negative frames, even if it's -1, you can't react to a 7 frame throw. You know what I'm saying? You can't react to the grabs in this game. It's just not going to happen. So if I hit you with a low that's +5 or +4 and hit, well, you're going to react to my 7 frame throw? It's not going to happen. But you're going to anticipate the throw. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pop you in the fucking mouth. I'm going to reset the stun again. Jackie can do that. He's got down back H plus K. It's a very strong move. And I didn't know, honestly, I really honestly didn't know how strong Jackie's down back H plus K was until I fought Hoodless recently in this game about a year ago. Move is fucking obnoxious, man. He's got stun game is strong. Jackie's combo damage is strong. If you can get them flash sword kicks down consistently in his juggles, he's gonna hurt, man. Jackie does some fucking damage for sure. So Jackie belongs there, I would say. Good strings as well. You've got Kasumi up here. Kasumi, in my opinion, has never been bad in her fucking life. It's Kasumi. 11 frame mid, 9 frame jab again. So as you can imagine, that's very strong. Even stronger in 6, obviously. But I think that the thing that really stops Kasumi from being broken in this game, in my opinion, is just the simple fact that there's characters in this game that are just doing what she's doing better. Because, listen, Kasumi is strong, guys. She's very strong. The only problem is that there's other characters. We're at the point now, guys, where Kasumi can win tournaments. In this game, we're at the point now where Kokoro, even below Kasumi, can win tournaments. This is A tier. It's A tier. You even got Bayman over here, which I don't know where this placement came from. This is the only thing in this tier list that I don't know where Caliber Blaze got this from. I don't know how Bayman got here. I don't know how. I think some time has passed. I don't know how he got this. I don't know how this big, annoying motherfucker got here. I don't know how he decided that he needs to go slightly in front of Ein. I think that is crazy talk. Even to have Mila, and I'm not even capping. I was one of the best Mila players in the game. I was one of the best Mila players in the game. That's not cap. There's no way she's B tier. I mean, Mila is definitely better than Hitomi. Definitely better than Hitomi for sure. 100% for sure. I don't know what he's basing this off of, but these two characters right here, I'm going to have to disagree with for sure. We'll talk about that. But yeah, back to where we were. Kasumi's good. They're just characters that are doing what she does better. Doesn't make her bad. She could arguably be S tier, maybe at the top of A. But she's just not up there with those other characters. Rig, fucking Akira. They're just wild up there, you know. You got Kokoro. Kokoro's very strong in 6 because they gave her that really stupid reset grab situation where she can kick you with that twirling kick and you got to keep guessing. She don't have that in this game. Kokoro, you kind of got to work for everything that you get with her in this game. Doesn't mean she's weak. She's right here in A tier, right next to Kasumi, right next to Jackie. But you had to work with her. You definitely had to be a solid Kokoro player. She was not busted by any means. She was very good, though. You know, she wasn't super fast. She didn't have the 11 frame mid or the 9 frame jab. However, she made up for it in everything else. She had good damage potential, really good Oki. I remember there was a guy named Artemis. Shout outs to Artemis. I don't know if he's still around, if he's still playing fighting games, but he was fucking obnoxious with this character, man. That motherfucker was good. Killy was good with Kokoro. Blackberry at the time when he was a Kokoro player, he was very, very good with Kokoro. She's good. And I remember when the game first came out, people were saying she might have been S tier because when the game first came out, man, people didn't really understand how to deal with her. She was a little different than she was in DOA4. So you got Rachel over here, which I agree with this. I would even go as far as maybe saying she could be below some of these other characters. I don't by any means think that Rachel's bad. I think that she is probably on par with how good she is in 6. Like, she's not busted. There was a time, I don't know if you guys remember, that Rachel's stomp was way faster, and it was somewhere there were guaranteed stomps, meaning, I'll show you guys if you don't know what the stomp looks like, but just to break it down for you guys, Rachel is from, what is she from, Ninja Gaiden, and she was also in Samurai Warriors or something like that, I think, as a cameo. I don't know. I'm not really big into the other games outside of DOA, but I know for sure she was in a Ninja Gaiden game. I think she might have started out in that game and got put in other Koei Tecmo games too, but where the hell is Rachel at on the fucking character select screen? Damn it, man. There she is. God damn it. I have any cool costumes with her in this game? Not on PC. I got all my stuff on PS5. Alright, so there was a time, guys, where Rachel, man, this controller's bad. Man, this controller's bad. Yo, it's not even giving me back. So I remember I came up with this tech, and everybody did not know how to get out of it at the time. It's not guaranteed. You can definitely escape that, but I remember I came out with this tech, and people were like, holy shit, that's really strong. Essentially, what this move, if you guys look at it, the stomp I'm doing here, you see how she's just stepping on you? You're forced up, and I'm already attacking before you even recover. I'm very plus. Imagine that stomp was way faster on startup, and you couldn't even get out of it in some scenarios. It was guaranteed. You can imagine how obnoxious that is, especially when she stomps you up off the floor, and she has an offensive hold. That if she gets it on high counter, this is guaranteed. Every time, that was guaranteed on high counter, no matter what. And then on top of that, on normal hit, she gets other crazy options, like she can do this, into other mix-ups. I don't remember the Rachel stuff, but yeah, so when they took away Rachel's stomp, obviously the stomp was what we call broken in fighting games, where it was either too good to the point where you couldn't deny that it didn't make any sense for it to be that good, or it was an issue, like it was a bug, wasn't supposed to be in the game. I don't think Rachel's stomp was considered a bug at first by Team Ninja. I think that they meant to make it like that and they realized how stupid it was, but the stomp was very strong. They took it away. I can still see her being an A tier. She's got high damage output. She's heavy. She's very heavy. You can't do the same juggles to her as everybody else. She's slower. She doesn't have the 9 frame jab or the 11 frame mid, but she makes up for it by having incredibly deep stuns, one of the best down back punches in the game, and high combo damage, good environmental damage, not off the roof, but she got the super launcher throw, so she can do a whole combo and then launch you into a pot or something and fucking kill you. Yeah, nah, Rachel's good, man. And obviously, if you guys look back, or if you remember, if you don't, there was a point where Rachel was actually a pocket character for everyone who played the game. Everyone who played the game for the most part. Killy had a Rachel. Caliber Blaze had a Rachel. Fucking Blackberry had a Rachel. You had a lot of other guys too that were very strong at the game at the time that had a Rachel. So, she was good. She was one of those characters. She was like a pocket character that everybody could kind of play with. Definitely not hard by any means, but very just solid, very strong. Like, I'll tell you what Rachel's good at. She's good at letting you know if you're good at DOA or not. And what I mean by it, she's good at letting you know if you have good reactions, and she's letting you know if you have good guessing ability, because if not, she's going to fucking binge you over. So she looks like she'll binge you over. Next up, let me move the tier list here a little bit so you guys can get a better idea of what we're looking at. Matter of fact, let me just keep it here, and I'll move the game over a little bit. Let me have to move that. Phase 4, they put Phase 4 up in A tier, or an S tier, and I agree because she's way stronger than Kasumi in this game. So we're moving along here. Let me move this bad boy. I don't have to adjust it on YouTube at all because you guys are still seeing it normally. Alright, so we're currently on Jan Lee, right? Are we on Jan Lee, or are we... Yeah, I think we're on Jan Lee, right? Let me just double check. I want to make sure we didn't miss anybody. Yep, we're on Jan Lee now. Okay, so Jan Lee's strong, right? Again, Jan Lee, guys, some of these characters took a beating, and that's why they're where they are now. When Jan Lee first came out in this version of DOA, meaning, you know, all the versions of Dead or Alive 5, in Dead or Alive 5, along with a bunch of other characters, there was just some broken shit in the game. Critical Burst was something that Team Ninja was experimenting with and something new, so they really didn't know how to balance it, from my opinion, or in my opinion at the very start, because there were just so many stupid guaranteed broken Critical Burst situations. I think Jan Lee's good. He's one of the only male characters in the franchise, again, that has an 11 frame mid. He's got the 10 frame jab, but he is obnoxious to fight. But outside of him being obnoxious to fight, I don't think that he's broken. He's got Dragon Gunner, which, say what you want about Dragon Gunner, it hits everybody. People want to say, oh, I'm reacting to Dragon Gunner 24/7, blah, blah. Bro, get the fuck out of here. I've seen people, top-level players, get Dragon Gunnered offline on normal. Not counter, where you couldn't do anything about it because you were in animation. You're standing there and you're getting Dragon Gunnered. It's strong. It's just not broken. You can definitely react to it easier offline than online, because DOA has a delay-based netcode, if I'm not mistaken. It's not rollback. So fighting a Jan Lee in anything less than a perfect connection, even then, was hard, because Dragon Gunner is super strong online. Jan Lee's a good online character. Offline, it was way easier to fight Jan Lee. But shout out to Jan Lee players, you know, Mr. Cool Dude, you know, probably the best Jan Lee player, in my opinion, currently that plays Dead or Alive. Shout out to Ryujin, old school Jan Lee player. You got Dark Slave, you know, fucking, I can't forget Nunchaku. Really good Jan Lee players. He's good, 11 frame mid, but I just think that the problem with him is just that outside of him just being super, super, super strong and just like a well-rounded character, I can't see him being broken, because he doesn't have any broken or really busted stuff. If you're losing a Jan, chances are it's laggy or you're just getting outplayed. He's one of those characters. So, and at this point, if you're a veteran DOA player, you should know the matchup. Jan Lee really has never changed too much. He's kind of always been the same. Game plan's always kind of been the same. So after that, we have Zack, which Zack is in a good place. There was a while there where people consider Zack to be B tier. I'm happy to see him in A tier. There's a lot of stuff about Zack that I feel like goes unrecognized because of, you have to look at it, guys. I mean, how many Zack players do you guys know on one hand? I mean, DOA is not a big game, but how many Zack players do you... I can only count the Zack players on one fucking hand, guys. There's like 3 Zack players. Nobody plays the fucking character. Nobody plays the fucking character. But he's strong. He's strong, in my opinion. He's got good movement. This grab right here, it doesn't look like much, but guess what? This is guaranteed every time. Every time. It doesn't look like much. But do you guys know how annoying that is in a game like DOA? Where that stuns on normal hit? Guys, it's a crazy mix-up to be in, you know? This right here, one more hit, you're at the threshold. You know what I'm saying? And that's if you press a button. That's if you press a button. Man, this pad is junk. Oh my goodness. That's if you press a button and don't want to get reset again. Or you can just do this one. That's 50% on normal hit. She lost 50%. 50% on normal hit. So, this is very strong. And think about it. If you know he's got these guaranteed highs, right? You can't hold him. You can't counter him. What am I going to keep doing? I'm going to start doing shit like this. This is some fucked up shit, I'm telling you guys. Yo, if you fight Hoodless, you know how hard it is to stop him from doing this shit to you? Then he can hit you with the Or that's not the Tekken game. You just have to do, Not to mention, you got to get up. If you don't get up against Zack in this game, that's guaranteed every time. You have to get up. You got to get up. And really good Zack players like Gahak Ball and Hoodless, those are the only 2 I really knew about. I mean, that I thought were really, really, really strong in my opinion was Gahak Ball and Hoodless. They were reacting to this. They were going like this. You see how you can delay this kick? They were literally knocking you down and reacting to whether... Like this. They were delaying it to make sure that they stuck you to the ground. Because if not, they were doing this shit here. You know what I'm saying? They were doing other stuff like this. See what I mean? He's got other options that are not just the ground sticking fucking floor force tech, you know? So, nah, man, Zack is wild. And, bro, the mix-up potential that this character has, is insane. So, yeah, Zack is good. Zack is strong. He's in the right place, in my opinion. He's right there. I'd even argue and say that maybe he could be better than Jan Lee in this game. You got Hitomi. Yeah, I mean, I think Hitomi's good. To have Hitomi above Bayman and Mila? I don't know about that. And that, again, Caliber Blaze has his reasoning. He's a better player than I am. He's very good. He's won fucking majors. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's 100% fact. Because guess what? Tier lists are always going to be opinionated to some extent outside of the top shit. You got characters like Genfu in the game. If you're trying to say Genfu is not top 3 at least, I'm going to smack you in the mouth. Like, you're just capping at that point for some fucking reason. At this point, we're at the point where now this is up for speculation, kind of, in a way. The only 2 characters that I think are just not up for speculation are these 2 right here. Mila and Bayman. I don't agree that they belong in this tier, and I definitely don't think that they're worse than Momiji and Mila, Hitomi by any means at all. But yeah, so you got Hitomi. You know, what is Hitomi doing? She's got a good reset throw. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she doesn't get anything crazy guaranteed from it. She's got a reset throw. She doesn't get the guarantees like Zack with the guaranteed jabs. You know, she's got a pretty good stun game. If you stagger escape her low sweeps, you can actually leave her at negative frames, meaning that she's going to hit you with a low and you can hit her afterwards. And not to say everybody would do that, but a lot of high-level players, even myself, I started stagger escaping the low sweeps on hit, on reaction, and leaving her negative, and it really fucked her up a little bit. Annoying online, annoying stringy-ass character that can string you up and just be annoying, but I don't, outside of just being an annoying character, I think she's really, really online, meaning that I don't think that she's super strong offline. I think that she's even easier to fight offline, and there have never really been any Hitomi players other than Tani and Jay Gonzalez and Hoodless that were really showcasing the character. And even Tani, I didn't think that he was really doing anything ridiculous with Hitomi. I think that he was just very strong at the game. Tani could have picked up any character in the game and been that good. And Tani was I know he was a Asian player. I just don't know where he was. I want to say he might have been Japanese, if I'm not mistaken. But besides the point, I don't agree with Hitomi being here. Again, maybe Caliber Blaze can elaborate on this if you watch the video or react to it, whatever. Momiji, definitely think that she's good. There was a time, guys, where I don't know if y'all remembered where Momiji came out, but they weren't thinking that shit through at all. Momiji's forward punch kick used to be one of the most ugly, obnoxious fucking moves in the game to get hit by. So, it used to do this. You see how it launches like that? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It used to do, I want to see if I can get it to work. Okay, so that's what they did to it. So you see how if I do forward punch kick as launching? You see how I'm doing forward punch kick and it's launching? Essentially what would happen before is if I did this on counter hit. Like I'll show you what it does on counter hit now. See how it launches on counter hit? Before it used to stun. Now I know it doesn't look like that's better. It looks like, yeah, but it's getting a launch. Yeah, but what are you doing off that? What are you doing off this? What are you doing off that? That means you have to commit and react to whether this is gonna hit on counter hit or not. And that's all you get. Do you guys know how annoying it was to get hit by this all the time? So this is what it used to do before they nerfed it. It used to do that on counter hit even if the mid punch landed. You guys have no idea how obnoxious it was to get hit by Momiji's forward punch kick. 12 frame startup. The kick was holdable, but it was very hard to hold. And nobody liked fighting this character because of that. They completely nerfed that. And in my opinion, that completely changed the whole dynamic of the character. Which is why I'm surprised to see Momiji up in A tier, because I think Momiji's good. The thing about Momiji is that at a basic fundamental level, which I think that a lot of people have failed to do that in DOA, to showcase how strong a character is just by playing them fundamentally. Look at guys like Hoodless that play Momiji with his playstyle, very defensive, very patient, very whip punishy. You know what I'm saying? Playing the spacing game super strong. She's very good in that aspect. She's like a perfect character. Her H plus K is 12 frames, if I'm not mistaken. It's a high, but it's a counter hit. It stuns on counter hit, gives you plus frames on normal hit, if I'm not mistaken. And it's hard to deal with because of the hitbox on it. It's going to hit you from across the fucking map. Really good keep out. And then if you start trying to do dumb shit like trying to run up and hold it, she's got other shit for you. But I don't think that's really enough to have for above Bayman and Mila. I think that that's crazy shit that he put that there. But, you know, I don't think it's a horrible placement. She's not bad. She's definitely not bad. I just don't think that she's A tier strong, you know. So we got and by the way, thank you guys for watching on YouTube as well. If you guys were curious about who I'm talking to sometime, we are also live on YouTube. And there's currently 77 people watching on YouTube as well, joining in on the conversation. So if you guys ever watching my videos or my streams and wondering who I'm talking to, we're live on both platforms. So, yo, Exotic Carnivore, what up, man? We got the Hanoka God in the chat. I've seen your gameplay. You're really good, Hanoka. What's up, man? Maybe you can elaborate on Hanoka being C tier. Because Caliber Blades has Hanoka in C tier in this game. Which I know Hanoka was not that good in this game. Way better in 6. Made her a grappler. Gave her way more options. I definitely don't think she was OD in this game by any means. Anyways, so we've got next up Murray Rose, which I never noticed that he put Murray Rose here. That's a weird placement. No, I'm sorry. No, this is A tier. I thought this was B tier. This is a good placement for Murray Rose. She's got good offensive holds. I think that she does like moderately decent damage, you know. She has that spinning shit. I think it's called the. I don't want to pronounce it at all, but she does a spinning twirly thing, which has crazy active frames where she can parry your punch. Rondo, is that what it's called? Fucking whatever the fuck it's called. Rondo Jenkins. It's really, really, really strong. You can't attack her with any punches while she's doing it. You got to do kicks to beat it, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while. But, and I think that she can be grabbed in the animation, too. I don't think you can grab her throughout all of the active frames. I think it's, like, towards, like, the beginning, maybe towards the end or something. There was something weird with that. But, Sonic Fox, you got guys like Sonic Fox, you got guys like Ducky, that were very strong with the character that'll show you why she should be in A tier. There are times, like, Murray Rose reminds me, sorry if I'm fucking her name up, Murray Rose reminds me of a Baby Lei Feng. Very strong offensive hold game. She's got a forward grab offensive hold, a rolling offensive hold. She's not that fast. I think that if Murray Rose had an 11 frame mid, 9 frame jab, it would set her up to S tier. I hope you guys agree with me and understand why I'm saying that. But I think that if she had the 11 frame mid and the 9 frame jab like some of the other female characters, it would have skyrocketed her up. I think that's the only thing that holds her back for sure. Lisa is really good in 6, in my opinion. Really good in 6. But in this game, she's strong. But in A tier is good too. But I think that this is exactly where she belongs. Strong back turn game. She's got 7K, which is fucking annoying. Is it 7K or is it 7 ace plus K? I forget. It's that little fucking spinning kick. Oh, I hate that fucking move. I know it's not that great on guard, but man, that shit's annoying to get hit by. It's a really good crush. It's really fast on startup. But I mean, you know, Lisa's got good throw damage. She's got the fucking the full circle throw that you have to do with her. The half circle forward throw, and you gotta fucking go all in the circle and shit. She's not that fast. You know, she doesn't have a 9 frame jab, 11 frame mid, but she's got other stuff. She's got strong offensive hold. She can run off the corners of the ring and jump on you and shit. She's got a good ground game in this game. Really, really good ground game in this game, believe it or not. She can actually knock you down in certain scenarios. And if she hits you with 1K, if I'm not mistaken, in this game, it forces you up in one hit. I think. I'm going to have to test that. Maybe I'm going to have to test it. I think I'm correct about that. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody comment on the video, but I think I'm right about that. So she's good. We're getting to the point now, because she's closer to the bottom of B, to the top of B, which I agree with that. I think that even it could be argued that Lisa could potentially be B tier, because you know, she's great, but I just don't think that she's really A-tier material, even at the bottom. But she's in a place where she could be both. Like, she's not far off if she is going to be anywhere at all, you know. I wouldn't put her below B-tier at all by any chance, especially at the top of B-tier. So, then you got Neo Tengu, which Neo Tengu in 6, guys, the thing that made a lot of these characters way stronger in 6 than they were in 5, in my opinion, is the game changing to the point where the stun launch became so much more important to do. It became so much stronger, rather. In DOA 6, if Neo Tengu stuns you with any of the following stuff, forward punch punch, P plus K, annoying stuff that Tengu players are going to stun you with because it's fast. P plus K is one of the fastest moves in the game. It's 10 frames, 11 frames. My knowledge is a little lacking in this game now. It's been a while, man, since I've really thought about the data. I just know that you can't really challenge her. 11, it's either 10 or 11 frames. I want to say it's 10 frames. Neo Tengu's P plus K is notoriously one of the most annoying moves in the world because it seems like it's always fucking hitting you. You can't punish it. You will by luck. You know what I'm saying? Good luck. Anyone who's anyone, and you've been in my scenario, and you tried to grab that move, you know what it feels like and what's going to happen if you try. Especially online, she's going to do, yeah, she's going to do it again. Good luck. I wouldn't try to grab the move, especially not online if I were you. But outside of her P plus K, and she's got some pretty deep stuns in this game. She got the super launcher throw. Because Neo Tengu had to work so hard, in my opinion, once she gets you in the stun, because there's no stun. Like, dude, I'm telling you, the thing that makes Tengu annoying in 6 is the stun launch. Forward punch hits you, you gotta guess. Super launch throw, or you're getting launched every single time. In this game, she can stun launch, but it's not as strong. Like, she's got to play the stun game a little more, and I think that's really where she falls short. Not to mention, outside of the 10 frame P plus K, she's not really that fast, you know? You've got Mila. I just disagree with this, and the reason why I'm going to show you guys some examples of why I disagree with this, again, being somebody who was one of the more well-known Mila players in DOA5, you know, I have a lot of experience with her. And Caliber Blaze is really good with Mila too, and Killy's good with Mila. I'm surprised that he put her down here, but Mila is one of the only characters in this game that can constantly keep pressure on you without really having to risk anything, you know? Like, if I stun you if I launch you, even if I stun launch, like, I can stun launch. Does this work? Yeah, I can stun launch in a lot of scenarios. You have to do other stuff with this stun. I think, let me just keep it simple then. Like, you can stun launch, right? You see how that does that right there? You see how that low punch connects and it doesn't let him hit the ground? He can't tech up right there. Even off of this scenario here. Man, this pad. Yo, this is the same pad I was using back in the day. That's why I feel so bad. Same thing here. My controller just gave me the wrong inputs because it's broken. But, the point I'm trying to make is that Mila can successfully stop you from playing any kind of ground game 24/7. Every time Mila touches you, it's going into an option select. For those of you guys who know what an option select is, it's where I'm doing an offensive option, or it could be a defensive option, but in this scenario, I'm doing an offensive option that's allowing me to always keep my advantage. I'm not taking any risks. I'm not taking any risks. Either it's going to keep me safe, or it's going to keep me plus and keep me in a fight. You don't really want to do an option select that's going to leave you negative. You're not really going to do or want to do an option select that's going to leave you at a disadvantage to the point where you can get punished for it. It's not a good option select. But I'll show you guys what's going to happen. So as you can see, if they lay on the floor, they're going to get hit by the grab, right? But if I hit you, if I do this here, I can't fuck that up. See that? You see how he teched up? I'm able to keep my advantage in that scenario, and he's got to keep guessing. He's got to keep guessing over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And she had an unholdable with this. That was unholdable. And this on the wall is an option select. So not only am I option selecting your face off out in the open, literally option selecting your face off. Like, you might never get a chance to play the game if I play it correctly. But even in the corner, she has option selects. That's DOA6. Even in the corner. Man, this pad is fucked. Even in the corner. That's an option select. If he lays there, I'm getting the ground throw and I'm going to break his fucking body in half, you know? You get up, I'm going to keep the advantage and either grab or stun you. It's very strong. I'm telling you guys. Set play. Very, very, very strong set play. Very similar to Tina. Tina, very strong set play. Mila, very strong set play. Mila doesn't have the 9-frame jab and the 11-frame mid, but she really doesn't need it because of how good her forward throw is. Her down punch is +1. When you have characters that can make up for their regular attack speeds, like their standing attack speeds not being as fast as Kasumi or whatever, you got characters that have +1 on hit down punches, which in DOA, a lot of the time people are not blocking their legs a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to get hit by a lot of lows because Tekken, guess what? Lows are super plus on block, and sometimes they launch you, right? They do fucked up shit. In this game, you don't really have that, so there's not really a huge incentive on ducking unless you're trying to avoid a throw or get away from a couple of select scenarios in the game. There's not a bunch like Tekken where you got to duck, you know? Can't break throws in this game. That's why you're going to see a lot of people ducking. It's not really going to be the duck a down punch. So what's that mean? My down punch is going to hit a lot. Look at competitive DOA5 play. Look at how a lot of competitive Mila play. Hitomi, +1 down punch, right? They took it away in 6, I think, because they made her forward punch 12 frames. But in this game, Hitomi's forward punch was 13 frames, if I'm not mistaken. So she needed that down punch to contest. Mila had a 12-frame mid. So that means my mid became 11 frames. I'm still going to lose out to Ginfu because in this game, if your attacks are the same speed, depending on the strength, one will win. If I'm not mistaken, Ginfu's forward punch is going to beat mine, and so is Zach's. But anyone else who's not those characters, I'm going to beat you out. You know what I'm saying? So I might trade with Kasumi. I don't know. I think that I might beat Kasumi because mine might be stronger. But you guys get the point. She's just very good overall. Like, she's very good overall. She can just keep up the fucking pressure no matter what she's doing. That's why I'm not understanding. Not to mention, oh my god, I forgot to go over this. Hopefully I can still remember to do it. But this was not banned. They didn't ban this. So not only did Mila have a very good striking game, really good spacing game, you know, she also had an offensive hold that had high crushing properties. You can really bully people with Mila. If you stun them and time that in a certain way, they're going to get grabbed up by that, even if they come out of the stun mashing a button. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to remember how to do... There was oh man, there was a... Let me see if I can remember. I'm going to get it. I know I'm going to get it. How do you set the stage in this game? Damn it, I'm going to get this shit. The button placement is so weird to do. You have to plink a bunch of buttons. See that right there? It's a glitch. It's a bug. But from my knowledge, they were letting this shit happen in competitive play. So think about that. If I can do this, it's just hard. You gotta plink the shit. And I'm doing it manually with my buttons. There's a way to cancel that and not get the punches. And you can turn around and get a guaranteed low throw. Imagine just getting offensive hold, which already takes some damage, and just getting put into this fucked up, guaranteed glitched ass situation. And it was not even banned. It wasn't even banned. I don't think they even banned it from competitive play. Man, how am I fucking that up? You know who's really good at this? Fire Necromancer was really good at this. Man, there's a way to not get that. There's a way to only get the punch, if I'm not mistaken. This one right here. That shit. I think that you can do that, and you can turn around, and you can get the guarantee. That shit's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. That's guaranteed. Every time. Every fucking time that's guaranteed. You have to plink. So how you do that is, once you do the offensive hold, you cannot cancel it. As you can see, when you hit guard, it cancels it, right? So what you do is, on hit, exactly when the tackle hits, you plink from punch, kick, and then you hit grab at the end, if I'm not mistaken. So you have to plink at the end. Man, that's some busted shit. And she also got another option. She got another option from this too, which was even better. Let me show you guys what the option was. It was a guaranteed fucking kick force tech. I'm not stopping until I get this shit. It was a guaranteed kick force tech, dude. Damn it. Some people actually were doing this with macros, but I'm doing it traditionally. Some people are doing it with macros though. It's just difficult because you have to wait for the tackle to land and you can't miss it. So essentially you would turn around and do that, and it would be guaranteed. There it is. Every time. You can do the kick or the punch. Every time that's guaranteed. So imagine how annoying that is against a Mila player that's good enough to do that to you 24/7. It was cheap, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking cheap shit. So yeah. I do disagree with Mila being in B tier and being below Hitomi and Momiji for sure. I don't get how he came up with that, but It's caliber blades, you know. I'm sure he has his reasons of what he could explain it why, but I don't agree, especially being a melee player, somebody who's really good with his character. So you got Bayman, which, excuse me, another character that I don't get how he got here. Like, I know that at some point people started to understand that after Bayman, his throw breaks, and if you break some of his counters and stuff like that, Bayman was plus in this game. They took that away in DOA6. He's now negative. But essentially, what happens is in this game, if you break one of his chain throws, he's going to stay plus frames. You have to deal with the plus frames. Eventually, though, people started breaking Bayman's stuff and just backdashing away. Bayman would have to then approach you because he didn't really have anything that was going to catch you other than something like this for backdashing. But at that point, now you're away from Bayman again. That's really where you want to be. You don't want to be up in Bayman's face. He's got parries, offensive holds. Advanced holds. And not to mention his forward grab is super impossible to react to. I know that there's a sound cue, meaning that if you listen to it, he makes the sound slightly kind of before he does the throw in a way. Like before it gets to the point where you really have to think about reacting. If you can listen for the sound, as you can see, you have all that time to kind of react. Like you got some time to react, especially if you would whiff that shit. So like people like Ninth Word Boss, I remember he was really good at fighting Bayman at this time. He was really, really good at reacting to people doing Bayman's forward grab because he was listening for the sound cue. But still, it doesn't make it any weaker. You guys gotta understand, this is a 16 frame. If I'm not mistaken, this is a 16 frame fucking forward grab. 16 or 15 frames. 16 frames. The human eyeball. I don't give a fuck if you're Sonic Fox, if you're fucking Justin Wong. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not reacting to 16 frames, brother. It's not gonna happen. You can react to the sound cue, maybe, but you're not reacting to a 16 frame animation. So yes, this was hitting people. And while it only does 45 damage, that's gonna add up, especially when you're getting into a situation where now Bayman is above your wake up and he's going to do something like this to you. You got to get up and duck. You get up and hit a button, step, block, that's going to hit you. You got to get up and deal with that and deal with it the right way. You can wake up kick, but who wants to try to wake up kick Bayman? He's got one of the scariest ground games in the game. You jump over to the wake up kick, he's going to break your fucking neck off. You do a mid wake up kick, he's going to break your fucking leg with an advanced mid kick hold. You do a low wake up kick and he wants to counter it, he's gonna low wake up kick hold that shit, advance, and break your fucking leg off. You can't. It's very hard. Not to mention, if you wanted to do the mid wake up kick to knock him out of the air, that's all that's gonna happen. It's not gonna stun him. He's just gonna flop to the ground and hit you with a fucking laying tank roll. He's gonna hit you with a laying tank roll or just reset the situation. You do not want that to happen with Bayman because he's heavyweight. He's heavyweight. You can't combo him the same as everybody else. So when you finally do get the hit on this motherfucker, it's hard to do anything because you can't really combo him that well. Even after your critical burst combos, you can't really combo him that well, you know? So yeah, Bayman, one of the most annoying thing about Bayman in this game is his forward punch. Even though you can react to the second punch and hold it, bro, that second punch, look at the first punch. It's 14 frames, right? It's not as fast as mid. His fastest mid is 3P. Fastest move in the game is his 11 frame jab. However, second punch there, if you look, I'm freezing it. 11 frames, right? 11 frames. You rarely saw people holding that. It's very hard to hold, especially in a situation where as soon as you go to hold, you're in a 50-50. You don't want Bayman doing forward punch to you on guard. You just don't want that because he's got the parries, he's got the holds, he's got the tank rolls, and then he can just free cancel. You know? And it's stunned on normal hit if the second punch connected. So that was really strong as well. See? So if you guys don't know, in Dead or Alive 6, they really took a beating to this character. Rakudo thinks that he was being targeted because the guy, I guess there was some, I forget the person's name, but apparently the person was trying to nerf Rakudo as a player. I'm not saying that he's lying, because Rakudo is the only Bayman player at all, really, in my opinion, that really has ever done anything with this character. If you're going to nerf a character, it's going to be because you've seen something competitively that really should have beat her. It's not because you're sitting there in the lab as the creator of the game and being like, I need to change this. No, you're going to watch Evo and all the events that the game is at, and you're going to say, I don't like that this guy is doing well with this character, And it could be a personal thing, or it could be because you just don't think the character should be doing that. It might be busted. They took away Bayman's forward punch in DOA6. It's super slow now. It's pretty much unusable. He's not advantage off of his broken throws and his broken holds anymore, so that really cripples the character. Even though you could back away from it in DOA6 and DOA5, because he had to advance at you if you didn't, if you wanted to keep your pressure up with Bayman. However, you couldn't attack him. So because you couldn't take your turn back, it still created the scare factor, right? They really fucked Bayman up in DOA6. Like, he's kind of ass in DOA6. I still suck against Bayman because he goes against the way I play the game. But in this game, Bayman was stupid. I'm surprised to see Calibre, especially someone who's faced Rakudo in tournaments so many times, and he struggled with Rakudo. Rakudo's good. He struggled with the guy. He won Evo, you know what I'm saying? They were going back and forth for a little bit there. I'm really surprised to see him put Bayman this low, but again, maybe there's a reason why he has him there. I am against Ein's placement here only because I think that he's given a little too much credit in this scenario. Ein is one of the most telegraphed characters in the game. He's been the same since he's come out. You guys want to see like the 3 moves that Ein has gotten since his inception as a character? And I might be missing a couple of things, but those are the ones that don't matter. You want to see what Ein has gotten since he came out in the 90s? They gave him this. So I don't know what the fuck you're going to do with that. What the fuck are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with this? What the fuck is that supposed to do? They nerfed this. This is Critical Burst. That used to be his best move. That used to be his best move. This move right here in DOA2, DOA4, one of his best moves right here. They nerfed the fuck out of that. The move is ass, brother. It's ass. You can still use it to whiff punish, but it's unsafe on guard. Still got pretty good range on it, but like, it's not really that strong anymore. He's got this kind of in its place. P+K is a good move. But he also got 1P, which, you know, pretty good move. Definitely needed that for sure to keep him up to date with the cast. But Ein is they nerfed his back kick. It's not as fast anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not as fast anymore. Why is that doing that? His back kick is not as fast anymore. It doesn't crush the way it used to. They nerfed 2 of his back. We're talking about a character. How many fucking moves does this character have? Oh, my controller. That's why it's doing it. How many moves does this character have? 70? He might have 70-something moves. 50? I don't even want to say he's got that many. He doesn't have any fucking moves. Not to say you need to have a bunch of moves to be effective. That's not the case, but if Ein has been in the game since the beginning of time, and like, it's not like Ginfu where he's been there and always been the same and he's busted, right? He's been in the game since forever, so you know the matchup. He just got worse over time. So I don't agree that he's he's better than Leon. Leon, I don't think is broken by any means. But Leon's combo potential, his crushing abilities, the fact that he's got better offensive holds, he's got a running offensive hold, and he's heavyweight, in my opinion, automatically puts him in front of Ein. You know, he's got a 50-50 when he's running at you. You're either going to get tackled or guard broken because it's a guard break, or you're going to get tackled by the grab. It's an offensive hold. You got to guess between which one every time, especially when Leon throws you, like he's got a B&B where he throws you at the end of his combos. You got to guess. Either you lay there and he picks your leg up and fucking tosses you around and kills you and throws you into a danger zone, or you get up into another guess. I mean, Ein doesn't really have anything like that. He's got his 1K, which force techs in this game, but other than 8 plus K and a throw, what do you really got to be scared of? He's got an offensive hold, but no one's scared of that. Ein's offensive hold does 2%. Who's really going to be scared to get hit by this? You can hit me with this as much as you want. Bro, you can hit me with that as much as you want. I'd rather grab you and get 15 more damage. You can hit me with forward grab all day, but I'm getting a wake-up kick from that weak shit. Like, yeah, I don't know. And again, I'm talking to someone who is a heavy Ein player. Like, Ein is like kind of my main. I don't know if you guys know, but Hayate is not really my true main in DOA. He became my main because I preferred him over time because I started to like ninjas a lot. But Ein is my real, true main character. I'm inclined to say that I might even be a better Ein player than Hayate, but you'll never know that because Hayate's a way better character. Clearly, he's an S tier, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I disagree with Ein being there. at this point in the tier list, other than Mila and Bayman that I heavily disagree with, we're at the point where everyone's kind of the same, right? Like, everyone's kind of cheeks. Like, they're not top tier. They're not even considered top tier because they're not even an A. They're not even close. We already talked about Leon. Good environmental stuff from Leon. Really, 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 really good throw game. Really good throw game. He's heavyweight, you know? I just think that Leon definitely has weaknesses because he's super fucking slow. Again, we're talking about when you have slow characters in DOA, that really cripples them because this is a stun-based game. It's a game that works on fishing for counter hits and getting your stun and starting your offense outside of throws, right? How you going to do that when your character's slow as dick? He's slow as dick, you know, but once he gets that hit, he's going to fuck you up. So, yeah, we got Brad Wong right there, which, you know, Caliber Blaze being one of the best Brad Wong players of all time, veteran Brad Wong player. He obviously knows what he's talking about more than I do here. I think Brad Wong is in a good placement here, not really going into too much detail. Really strong mix-up game. He's got a really good ground game, really good evasive game. A little on the slower side. He doesn't really have a bunch of moves outside of that laying down kick that's really fast, kind of telegraphed. Back punch, which is a high crush, one of the best high crushes in the game. It's always been that way. Other than that, I mean, Brad Wong is just Brad Wong. I mean, you know, very difficult to use, difficult to master. But I don't think that he's by any means a broken character at all. So he belongs where he is, I think. You got Bass, which Bass struggles from the same thing a lot of characters that I was talking about do as well. He's slow. He's not very fast. Combo damage is alright. He's got some pretty decent option selects in this game. But he's fucking slow. I mean, he's got 1P. 1P is a 50-50 on hit, which I think is very strong for the character. But outside of his 1P and his combo, his option selects in some scenarios and his throw damage, Bass is just a big fucking character with a big hurt box, and it's really easy to kind of run him down. So I think that's why he's here. You got Hanoka, which this is before Hanoka became who she is. She's a grappler in DOA 6. She's got way better options. She is fucking stupid in DOA 6. I'm telling you guys. It's almost like at times you can't do anything. I'm serious. Like, she's hard to fight, bro. This game, Hanoka was way more balanced. And even though she definitely had the speed, she kind of locked herself into certain scenarios where it was like, all right, well, what's next? Because she was limited. She didn't have the stance transition she has now, you know? You got Naotora. Naotora is ass. I mean, we ain't even really got to talk about it. She was never meant to be good. They put her in the game as a fucking parody. From what I understand, Koei Tecmo was pressuring Team Ninja to put a Samurai Warriors character in the game or something like that. And they chose Naotora. Outside of her standing kick, which is a pretty good move, I guess. Her quarter circle forward kick is ass. She doesn't really have any super crazy, super strong throws. She's not fast at all. She doesn't have a 9-frame jab. She's never 11-frame mid. I don't think that she's useless as a character at all. Like, I don't think she's useless. It's DOA, so she can't be useless. And Raido's down here too, but he's not useless. But this is just the point where it's like, if you pick these two characters, you want to get fucked. It's really what it is. They really didn't put any thought process behind Naotora. I mean, her fucking face, she looks like 3 other DOA characters meshed into one. So they took the eyes off of one character, the mouth off of one, the nose off of one, and just threw this fucking Neo Tengu Bob on top. And granted, she's already a character, so they didn't steal her idea, but there was no effort put into this. And I've confirmed this with some sources. I'm not going to say any names, but sources told me that this character was a joke, and they didn't have any intention or desire. I mean, her fucking animations look ass. Talking about a game that's got good animations. DOA is beautiful animations. That I could have made them animations my fucking self. I could have went in my backyard and did them shits outside and put them in the game. They were bad. So we're gonna skip over that. And last but not least, Raido, a character that I actually use, a character that I believe got a little better in DOA 6, not a bunch better. DOA 6++, which is the modded version of the game, he is miles better. But Raido struggles for some really interesting stuff that you guys might not even believe. So, Raido actually has one of the worst offensive holds in the game. I'm going to show you guys how annoying it is trying to be a Raido player. A character with no parry, keep in mind. So being negative was not cool with this character. 11-frame jab, 13-frame mid, and then I do an offensive hold to you and you can hit me afterwards? Why the fuck would I even want to do that? They didn't even change that shit in 6. That shit was still like that. So I'm going to set him to recovery, and I want him to do a mid-punch hold. This is how you test your speed in this game. So as you can see, You can already tell I can't hold right there, even if it didn't come out. Bro, how am I -4, man? How you gonna reward me by shitting on me? By making my offensive hold -4 on connection. Why am I even gonna use that? Lei Feng don't gotta deal with that. Bayman ain't gotta deal with that. Mila ain't got it. Why is Raido the biggest, strongest guys? There's something wrong here. There's something wrong with a character who ideally is an evil fuck who was the boss character in DOA1. And his offensive hold is negative when it connects. Why is the move in the game? Not to mention, if you want to see something else interesting, so cool. All right, fine. Don't use the offensive hold. You got other cool throws. You know, you can fucking do some Kasumi shit and teleport through him and hurt his life bar. That's fine. Good luck even getting somebody to hold with this character. But to make matters worse, did they change that in DOA6? No, it's exactly the same in DOA6. This is the interesting thing. So you guys know the notorious Electric Wind Godfist from Tekken. Shout out to Tekken, right? Really, really cool move. Bro, why would you... And again, I understand it's DOA. It doesn't work the same way as Tekken. But why would you give me a move that's this hard to pull off and make it -6 on guard? I get it. I get it, alright? It's for combos. I get it. It's for combos. It's DOA. But, brother, why? Why did you do that? Yeah, you might even be able to do 4 of them shits. The one thing I will say that Raido has working for him is combo damage. This motherfucker right here, yo, he hurts. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Raido really hurts. He really does. He does have a couple of interesting things. Like he's got a 1P, which as you can see, without stagger escaping, you know, it's +12, but you can't make him negative there anyway. You're gonna have to deal with what he's gonna do afterwards. It's a 50-50, right? They gave him Bass's 1PP, you know? But it's just not enough to save him because, again, he's dealing with the same issues that Bass does. Bass is super slow. You're going to give me an offensive hold on top of me being slow as fuck and make me negative, meaning I can lose the game because I wanted to grab you? That's fucked up, man. So, you know, I think that Caliber Blaze put together a really great tier list. I mean, you know, like this is a great tier list. Shout outs to him. You know, this is some good shit. I'm happy we got a chance to talk about it. This has been an hour and 43 minutes. Went a lot longer than I thought it would, but I mean, I'm really happy that, you know, we're able to talk about DOA again, even if it's only briefly, even if it's only for a second. But, you know, I think that this is a really good list. There's a couple things that I just disagree with, obviously, which I think that maybe I might ask for some clarification from him if he wants to talk about it a little bit. But outside of a couple of things, I mean, this is a great list. I mean, there's nothing really that I really have any complaints about other than a couple of things on my end, at least just from being a competitive player myself. I want to try to find this window again so I can decrease the size of it. Can I just reset this? Transform, reset, transform. Yeah, okay, cool. So, yeah, man. That's it. I think that we went over everything pretty well. I definitely went more into depth than I thought I was going to go for sure. But I think that overall, this is a good tier list, and it's cool. We're talking about DOA5 last round has been played competitively in God knows how long since DOA6 came out pretty much back in 2019, right? So to talk about this game and the competitiveness in 2024 is really cool. It's really awesome. I love Dead or Alive. I love talking about it. Yeah, man, it was sick talking about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe on this. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know if you guys missed some fucking DOA. Maybe we'll start streaming it and playing some more, having some more discussions about tiers and characters and stuff like that. Tournament stuff maybe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, man. I'll see you guys later. I gotta redo that again. That was ugly at the end. That's the shitty part about doing stuff live. Like, you don't see the mistakes people make. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Make sure you guys check it out and leave a comment and a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces. Alright, so that's going to do it for the video. We're not done streaming, guys. I just had to finish that up because, you know, you got to do the outro and shit for the thing. How do you... So I'm going to get off of DOA now. And I need to turn off this screen capture. Where's my screen capture? Screen capture. Okay, cool. So we can turn it off now. Alright, guys. Bear with me real quick. I'm going to run to the bathroom. We are going to take a quick 2-minute break. I'm going to run to the bathroom and use that John real quick, and then we're going to come back. What the hell? Yeah, so be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to run to the bathroom. Stay tuned. Give me like 2 seconds. We're going to get on some Tekken 8. All right, guys, I'm back. I've returned. Thank you guys for hanging out. Let's do a little bit of Tekken 8. I don't have a bunch of time. It's already 12:15, so I'll probably play like maybe 2 sets on Tekken 8, and then we're probably gonna call it after that because I do gotta get off. It's already 12:15, so I have to get up at 8:45. So as long as I'm in bed by like 2, I think I'll be alright if I'm in bed by like 2 or 3. So. Because it's not like a crazy long day. I just have to be up. Like, you know how you got to be up, and it's not like something crazy you have to do, but you just got to be up in general. That's pretty much what's going on here. So, but yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Bring back the DOA music. Alright, let's play a little bit of Tekken, guys, for about... We'll go until about 1:15-ish. We'll do an hour, right? We'll do 1:15. And then I'm going to get my ass off, give me some food in me, and probably just relax until I fall asleep so I can get up and get this shit done in the morning. How are you about Tekken 8 these days? I mean, it is what it is. Your main is Raven? Yeah, I play Raven and Lars. Let me actually update the thumbnail on YouTube so you guys... Well, I'll keep the thumbnail the same. You guys hear me okay, by the way? I wonder who's on. I played Lars and Raven in this game, and DOA. If you guys are curious, by the way, I play Lars and Raven in this game, and those are like my 2 characters that I really focus on. Victor, I'm not serious about Victor. I kind of just pick him when I'm just bored with those 2 characters. baby girl. Man, people that make fake Instagram accounts, I will never understand it. Never understand why people gotta pretend, man. Like, be yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with being you. Unless you think there's something wrong with being you, then, you know. Okay. She's Japan playing DOA6. Never seen them play. What do you mean? DOA6? DOA6 has always been played in Japan. They love DOA over there, actually. Yeah, that's not a surprise. I shouldn't be surprised at all, actually. You doing sets with anyone in this game? Yeah, I usually play with viewers in this game, so, or people that are just on my friends list. Yeah, we'll jump into a lobby. Damn it! I didn't mean to do that. I'm happy my mustache grew back, man. I was missing it. It's crazy. Like, I know a lot of people probably look at my mustache and be like, man, why would he want that stupid shit? But, and by the way, you guys can add me. If you guys want to add me, I know a lot of people have not had a chance to add me yet. You can add me and play. You look good with a mustache. Well, believe it or not, I actually had a beard. I shaved the beard because I wanted it to grow in thicker. But as you can see, it's starting to grow in a little bit more down here again. But I don't grow facial hair like very fast, and it sucks because I'm 29 years old. I'll be 30 in a couple of months. So, you know, I don't really grow facial hair that well. But I have been able to grow a beard, so I'm working on growing that shit back. Yeah, so make sure you guys add me real quick if you guys want to. You saw me, and I'm 30, only growing facial hair. Yeah, like I just started to grow facial hair out of nowhere too. I thought I was never gonna get any. What character are you gonna use today? I'm gonna use Raven and Lars. I'll probably use a lot of Lars today, honestly, because I don't feel like dealing with this controller, and Raven is not good using the controller. All right, guys. If you guys want to send me friend requests. Damn it, that is not my friend list. Alright, let me see if anybody added me just now. Is this you here? Who is this? Who is, EduCloud? EduCloud? I don't know who this is. If you guys have added me, you gotta tell me, because there's a lot of people in here and I don't know who they are. Don't Step Me. Interesting name. Yeah, so nobody added me, I don't think. Let me see. Maybe I gotta go back. You got hit with an ad? Okay. Yeah, you gotta send me a friend request. I don't think that any of these are used. So. All right, I'll show my username one more time. You guys want to add me? You can go ahead and do so. Maybe we can get some games in. Alright. I'm gonna jump in the lobby now. If you guys did not add me, I'm sorry, but I don't have a lot of time. I'm trying to get some matches in, so I gotta get off in less than an hour now. So, or you guys can find the lobby. The lobby's open too. I actually don't think I have anybody on to play with today. Maybe somebody will join the lobby? I could do ranked. I mean, I could do ranked with a random character. I could play ranked with a random character, I guess. I mean, that would be fun too, right? Maybe I should do ranked with a random character. That actually sounds fun. I don't know how to play a bunch of characters in this game. But maybe we could do some ranked with Dragunov or something. I don't play Dragunov, so I'm gonna have to like remember how to use him. How do you use it? How do you do like the special tackles and stuff? See, I gotta know how to do all that stuff. I don't know how to do that shit. I could probably get away with using Kaz. Use June? I don't know how to use that shit. I don't even know her inputs. I don't know any of the inputs for her moves. Devil Jin, I don't really know Devil Jin in this game. He's different. Like, if it was 7, I'd be able to use a couple more characters that are not just 3. The only other characters in this game that I could probably get away with using and, like, looking like I know how to do combos with and shit is probably just Jin. It's either going to have to be Jin or Kazuya, guys. What do y'all want? Jin or Kazuya? It's gonna have to be Jin or Kazuya. Which one? Who is more or less annoying to watch? I definitely don't want to play with Raven or even I don't even want to play these characters right now. Kazuya is probably funner to watch, right? Yeah, I feel like Kazuya is funner to watch. Kazuya Mishima. Lars is annoying to watch? Are you serious? That's so crazy, man. When people tell me my main character is annoying, not a good feeling, man. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not a good feeling knowing that. That people get annoyed by my character. Gotta learn the combos in this game. Does it counter hit on? Where did my counter hit go? All right, our first Kaz match. Our first Kaz match. And we got a Brian player, okay. This could either be really hard or really easy, depending on if this guy's good or Brian. He's got some prowess, so. Nice. I knew he was going to do that shit. I think he killed me. Got him. Got him. You play someone today with a 42% disconnect rate? Did he play you again? And then he one and done you. Got him. Got him. Shout out to my boy Just Monica for teaching me how to play with Kazuya. I mean, I'm not good with him, but knowing some of the B&B stuff, I'm fighting a lot. Oh, you started around, dude? Nice. Man, I'm trying to do 1, 2, 4, 3, and it will not come out. I always have a problem doing that string. Oh, that was a good read, the orbital. Oof. Damn it, I fucked up my combo because I forgot what to do right there. Supposed to do this. Or down for 2. You're bugging, brother. Got him. Yo, Creed, what up, bro? Does this game work with this music or what, guys? What are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? I'm thinking like some DOA4, DOA3. Yeah, I'm thinking some DOA3 right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, you did that? You fucker. No, we're not doing that. Oh, that was an electric. Man, that was an electric, yo. If I would have did it a little sooner, I'd have got him. That was an electric. Ooh, okay, everybody does stuff after that. I'm trying to do like an old strat that I've seen somebody doing like Tekken 7, but it's not worth it. Oh, that was an electric. Or it was an attempted electric. I didn't do any of that. Fucker. Fuck out of here! Man, why does he keep doing that? Is that not a 1+2 throw? Man, I don't want to get hit by some of this stuff. No step in that. Trying to electric on this pad is not working. Oh, you're bugging, brother. Man, what is with the spring kicks? I'm so happy I got out of that habit. Like, I'm not good at this game by any means, but there was a time where I couldn't stop doing spring kicks, and this guy is definitely at that point. Don't leave, man. Stop doing spring kicks. Thank you. Stop doing spring kicks. I didn't do that. Well, I'll take it though. I didn't want to get hit by that. Ah, that's not what I want to happen. I didn't. Wow, I didn't do that. How did I get that? How did I get that? I did down. What? Okay, yeah, it just gave me the wrong input. Spring kick? Okay. I'm just gonna down forward to him after everything because he won't stop mashing. Not gonna punish it. Luckily, Dragunov as a word. You were about to die. Oh, that's back one too, right? Oh, he didn't even. There it is. Hop kick? Yep. Okay. I'm like, what's he gonna do right here? One thing that's gonna be difficult is trying to punish stuff with characters that I don't know. Like Kaz, I don't know how to punish with him properly. So when I see stuff with Lars that I know to forward 2-4 or Raven that I know to 2-4 or 4-1, like it's not clicking to do that with this character for real. Even though I know about it, like, I know what his punishments are, but... Yo, Neil Tingle, what up? DOA. You know you're getting a little closer when you just start doing a bunch of down forward twos. Like if you're getting regular electrics, I feel like you're getting further away. Because the window is super tight right here, so... I don't even think this pad is gonna let me do it because it's fucking broken. Yeah, this pad is shit, so... And this is the side that is broken on too, so I highly doubt that I'm gonna get it, because this pad is butt. What character do you main? I play with Raven and Lars as my main, so Kaz is definitely far from that. I just wanted to use some other characters. Damn. It's not giving me the forward, I think. Slow it down a little bit this way from the regular left down. Such a different timing when you're doing it like that. He's out playing Raven? Yeah, that's my boy, man. I fuck with Raven heavy. Damn. If I hook my PS5 pad up, I can probably do it, but it's not going to work on this controller. This controller's inputs are dead on that side, so trying to do something that precise is not going to work. Like, I can't even wave dash properly. Yeah, man, Raven is the boy. I play Raven and Lars. Even though I know Lars is considered broken at this point, I still have always been a Lars player. Am I trying to do counter? Yeah, I've done it plenty of times. I just can't. This controller is broken on PS2 on P1 side. Like if I'm on like my right side is like the side I'm facing them is broken on this side essentially. By the way, guys, thank you guys for the subs and stuff. I have my notifications off. Thank you guys for all the follows. Appreciate y'all, man. Much love. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the shit. Yeah, this pad is just shitty. Because, like, if I hit forward, it's going to... Yeah, if I hit down forward, it's going to give me something different. No, Wi-Fi. Fuck, I thought it was a 5-bar wired. Great. So I delayed a little bit because I eat the input allegedly do it too quick. Yeah. I'm not a cosplayer at all. I'm just playing with Kaz and ranked because I just wanted to try something new tonight, but I'm not a cosplayer. One of my friends plays Kaz though. What? Oh, I tried to power crush that shit. Got him. I didn't even do that. Oh, that was good. Never seen that before. One taunt man. Oh, he finished that. Okay. It's been 2 Brian players so far. Oh man, it's gonna take some getting used to knowing that his thing is twin pistons. Oh, I didn't do that. Man, he keeps punishing down by 4 while it's in a 1. Okay, this brother is getting... Okay. Alright, I didn't know he was actually ducking like that. This brother is just holding down back. Are your legs still sore? Oh yeah, my legs are killing me, brother. Brian is such a cool character design. He is, but they nerfed the fuck out of Brian in this game, so. Oh man. Well, let's look up. Oh, you're supposed to do 1 with 2, right? You ready up, brother, or what? Nice. Nice. Oh, we got a Zafina player? This is gonna suck. I don't know how to fight this character at all, even a little bit. Especially with this character. I'm gonna start around with DF1, DF2. Knew it. Man, you got off the floor and just did a rage art? Okay. Nice. Oh shit. Step that. I don't know what I'm looking at, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing. Like this is a character you have to know how to fight. There's no like just winging it against this character. You have to know how to fight her. You cannot wing it against her. Okay. You gotta stop doing that shit, bro. Wow, I didn't do that. When did I let you hit me with that? I didn't even do anything. Jab, jab, man. Why not? Not switching. Button. Yep. No! Oh my god, this guy's fucking mashing. They got a pretty cool costume. I love this song. Does anybody? Oh fucking gosh! Does anybody else love this song? This DOA song, man. I fucking love this song, bro. Kokoro's DOA4 theme. Oh, we got a Neener. We got a Nina. I didn't mean to be mean, Nina. I don't know how to fight this fucking chick, man. Alright, let's see if we can out-scrub this guy, though. Power crush. What? Oof. What? That was bullshit. Oh, he's doing generic throws. Nina players are just well known. Let's go, man. Mighty Ruler with Kaz? That shit is ass. Bro, my Kaz being Mighty Ruler is ass. My Kaz being Mighty Ruler is ass. It's ass. I ain't gonna lie, my brother. I'm done playing you, man. Man, alright. So we got Kaz, man. We got Kaz up to we could probably hit blue rank with Kaz. Alright, so I have about 25 minutes left, so maybe there's someone on that I can run a set with before I get off, so I can play like a serious match and not be using my trash ass Kaz. Nobody else really got on. Maybe we should call it here, guys. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe we get off on the Kaz rank up. You know what I'm saying? It's been 2.5 hours, guys. I think I'm done, man. It's been a pleasure streaming for y'all. I know you guys enjoyed the stream tonight because we did the DOA tier list breakdown. Watching your streams after watching LTG is like catching a breath of fresh air. Man, I really... Oh, my nipple. Sorry, guys. That's interesting to hear, man, because like I'm nothing like LTG, so I always find it funny that people compare me to him. But yeah, either way, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm happy you can have fun here, Yuchiro. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. Fitness stuff, music stuff, gaming stuff, fighting game stuff for the most part when it comes to gaming. And there's a bunch of other stuff on there too. You guys can check it out. We're almost at 32,000 subs. So that's really awesome. We're on our way to 40,000. I think we'll get there in a couple of months. And make sure you guys follow the Twitch stream as well. I'll catch you guys in the next one. You guys have a beautiful good night. Check you guys later.